all you awesome lake listeners. Thank you for coming back for more of Season 2 with the Grow, Thrive, Inspire podcast. We are rocking and rolling here at RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks today, and I am so pumped to have these two amazing team leaders here with us. These two awesome ladies formed the O'Sullivan Bruce Group in 2015. Their team has done nothing but grow since its inception, including doing $60 million in sales in 2020, winning numerous RE/MAX awards, members of the Platinum Club, and a top team within our MidStates and Dixie region. Let me welcome my good friends, Miss Jessica Bruce and Miss Nicol O'Sullivan. Jess and Nicole, thanks so much for being here. I'm really excited to learn more about you guys and your story and just the team, just all of it. It's going to be great. But I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We're excited. First podcast ever.
That's great.
Yes.
You may rethink things once you hear the story.
No, I love it. I love it. So, Nicole and Jess, I just kind of wanted to start with you both just giving us a little history about yourselves and how you became an agent with RE/MAX Lotto and how you guys kind of formed your team.
Well, I guess we'll start where we met. So when I was still in college at Mizzou, the best school ever.
Jayhawks.
I didn't
Rock
know.
Chalk.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm ganged up on here.
Sucker.
So I didn't know what I wanted to do. The main thing is I knew I did not want to be too far away from the lake because it's just, there's no place like the lake. So I actually got an internship with a real estate company down here for marketing my senior year of college, and that is when I first met Jess. And then after college, I got my license and started working for that same company, and that's kind of how I got into real estate.
Yeah, and I was already selling, and luckily Nicole just met me.
That's where it all went downhill.
So you guys just kind of hit it off right from the bat. That's pretty...
We did. We started...
Jess kind of took me under her wing.
Yeah, I was like, come on, I'll show you how to sell some real estate. And then pretty soon, if I was out of town, she'd take my clients or vice versa. And before long, we couldn't remember whose clients were whose. Mm-hmm. And so I went into her office one day, and I go, Nicole, you want to start a team? She's like, well, sure. Great.
That's literally how it happened. I can even remember her like walking in like, hey, I want to build a team? I'm like, all right.
That's super cool.
Great, that's what we're going to do.
So when you guys were forming your team, what kind of challenges did you have?
So we're good at listing and selling. List, sell, no problem. A team is a whole other, now you have to train them. They have 1,000 questions a minute. It was a whole new avenue that you had to get good at. It was
like a different learning curve.
Yeah. For us as well. I mean, it's just, you forget what it's like to be a new agent. So you just expect them to be able to go out and list and sell. Mm-hmm. And there's so many different steps in between and processes. And so it was really a challenge for us to get all those processes in order so that everything's kind of more systemized.
Right. Absolutely. So systems, processes, probably some leadership in there too, as you guys are adjusting at the same time. Yeah, those are, I could see how those could be a challenge. Switching gears for a second, what specialties or niches do you think that the OBG team has within our market down here?
Definitely new construction and new development.
Oh, great.
Yeah. We pretty much run the new development market, residential as well as condos and condominiums.
Yeah, we've just kind of specialized in it over the years, and we've gotten very good at it. Know a lot of the builders down here and stuff, and
that has to be kind of super interesting when you're getting into that development side of everything.
It's actually a lot of fun because you really get to kind of create the image for the entire subdivision and watch it grow. And
cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see how that would be really fascinating. You're kind of molding and shaping things to fit certain needs or kind of what you want it to be. So that's really nifty.
Yeah. And it teaches you patience. So usually, as an agent, you list something, you sell it, you get paid. And new construction, that's not how it's going to work. You know, you're going out, you're finding the land, you're thinking about it. You're working with a builder developer, and how many properties can we fit on it? Well, we need a survey. We're looking at topo. we're thinking about pricing and what kind of house. And so it's a lot slower, but it's so fun. It's really fun.
That sounds fun. What are some projects that you guys are currently working on when it comes to some of your new development? Like, what are your projects in, like, 2021? Do you guys have anything big going?
West Side.
West
It's
Side.
moving to the West Side. We've got a new one that's up and coming down 713. And so, years back,
45-mile marker.
if you would have said new development subdivision on 713 at the 45. Okay, all right. But we're excited about them. They're builders from Kansas City that we've not worked with yet, and they do a really good job. So the properties that they're putting out are stunning, and we're excited about that one.
The quality is very high end, especially for the lake area, but it's going to be at a really good price point.
Oh, that's
So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
And these are residential properties, not
Yeah,
like
single
condos,
family.
villas, anything like
It's
that.
a 51 home subdivision, so I mean it's a pretty large subdivision, so we're really excited about it.
There's another one over there that's in the works. I doubt it gets off the ground this year. Rental, we're trying to work with investors, developers to bring some more apartments,
Oh, that's great.
rentals here to the lake as well, because full-time rentals are really tough to find, and they're just,
I know
it's
that
almost
from,
impossible.
Yeah, I know that from personal experience.
Yeah.
This past year, trying to find some place to rent because I had moved and transitioned myself, and we definitely have a need for that. So I'm excited to hear that you guys are going that direction.
And it's not always just about, again, listing and selling. It's about, with new construction development, we see what the lake needs, and then we try to go for it.
Well, one thing that I love and I've taken with me from our conversations that we've had in the past was something that you said, Jess, which was you consider yourself and your team to be top agents because you engage and have made this not only your career focus, but your passion and your focus as well. So can you elaborate more on that?
I just love selling real estate. So there's something about it. It's really fun. And you can tell all the girls on the team, it's just really fun for them as well. It's not really a job. I wake up and I go hang out with my bestie every day.
Yeah.
So
That's really
It's
cool.
a rough life.
it is, I tell you. Drinking champagne by noon. Not just teasing. And then same with the girls, everyone on the team, it's their full-time job. They're not a ninja by day and a real estate agent by night. So everybody's in full-time 24/7, and they really take care of their clients. It's really fun to buy and sell a person's home, especially buying if it's their new one. They've saved for it. I had clients the other day. They'd been saving for it for like 20 years.
Oh,
and
wow.
so they were just so excited. It was their first lake house. They have 3 kids, and they were just so pumped. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that is. I can see how that would be something that would just really give you a lot of passion, a lot
Yeah.
of drive, motivation.
It's awesome.
And the team is really good they want to be the most knowledgeable agents down here. So they really take the time to learn things and, keep up with the market and what's changing and Amarin and dock codes and permits. And so they really do a good job being as knowledgeable as they can.
They do. They like bringing stuff. We've made it now, so each of them has kind of their own little segment to bring on our Tuesday meetings. We do team meetings, and they really, you can tell they enjoy thinking of something, finding, something creative or informative.
And
so.
kind of trying to stump everyone like,
Yeah.
did you know this?
That's fun. Well, Nicole, just to switch to you for a second, can you elaborate more on like your why for doing what you do? Because I just love it.
So, like I said, when I started real estate, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I just genuinely love the Lake of the Ozarks. And it's just so exciting to see all the different people coming to the lake and just being able to show off and showcase, why it's so cool, and just seeing them enjoy it as much as I do. It's just, it's pretty cool.
We live in our own bubble down here.
We really do.
Yeah, it's like its own island sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So getting back to your team for a second, how would you describe the culture of your team?
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
Those girls are fun.
We have a really, really good, we're very lucky. We have a very good team culture.
Yeah. They're always in it to win it. What's good for you is good for me. And so they all seem to help each other, no matter what the challenge is. If you have a, what does Sue call it? Office poll.
Yeah.
So if you have a question or problem, you come in and you do a quote office poll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And see what everybody else thinks, and then that's
Yeah.
what you go with. Now she jokes that I'll office poll, but then I'm going to do whatever I want anyways.
What are some creative steps that you guys have taken that have proven to kind of pay off for you or be successful for your guys' business and your team?
Marketing.
Marketing.
We have a full-time marketing genius, guru, whatever you want to call him. Thomas. He's the best.
Thomas is the best. He would come in here sometimes and get some mics or borrow them from me or whatever, but he has done a great job for you guys. That's great.
Yeah.
He's always learning and trying to do different things, and that's what we like about him.
Well, that's the fun thing about marketing,
Yeah.
though, is you can get as creative
Right.
as you want, and having somebody that has that passion is great.
Yeah.
So
I
When
agree.
Thomas comes in and is excited, I'm excited because I know whatever it is that he's thinking,
Yeah.
it's going to, and then he starts talking. I don't know what he's saying, but like, you just show me that in a picture when you're done.
Jess is a little technologically challenged.
If the computer turns on in the morning, that's a good day for me.
Well, hey, I mean, she's watched me struggle sometimes, and I appreciate her patience through those processes. She gets me. Okay, so switching to kind of buyers and sellers for a second. So for those looking for property this year, what are some key points for buyers or sellers to consider within our market, in your guys' opinion?
Number one, you need a full-time agent. So if you're using an agent that's part-time, or again, they have a day job, or maybe they fly south for the winter for 6 months, or they're an agent from another part of the state or something like that, you are going to miss out on property. It's so fast. It's so competitive. If you do not understand, pricing, and if you don't see something hit the market that second, you're
I mean, we're
you've
going
missed
into
out.
multiple offer situations within hours of it being listed. So, I mean, if you don't have someone that's able to sit there and watch, and, if they're off doing something else, or I don't know.
I love that point.
Yeah. I mean,
You
you're
got to
just
be
gonna-
on
Yeah,
it.
you're going to
You
miss
do.
out.
You have to
So-
go to that property, look at
Yeah.
it like that day, or
Yeah.
you're done. And then the other thing about a full-time agent, the lake's a small, kind of a small knit community. So after doing this for 10 plus years, I know a lot of agents. Nicole knows, everybody knows a lot of agents, and you know who you're working with. So I can pick up the phone and call Sally and say, Sally, I just saw it hit the market. Listen, I have a very qualified buyer. I want to get in. And so you're also building rapport with the agent that's on the other side. She knows that I'm from here, my team's from here. She knows that we darn sure have pre-qualified our buyers, that we're not just going into it loosey-goosey, and
That's great.
they're going to follow through.
Yeah, there's a little bit more trust there on the other end as well.
So
And then as far as buyers go, right now you just have to be patient. It's just, we have limited inventory and a lot of people wanting to move down here, so you just got to be patient with it and
yeah.
What
wait for
about
that
those?
property.
What about the buyers that we're seeing that are relocating? I mean, we have had a lot of influx of relocation. Any advice as far as transitioning here from somebody or somewhere completely different?
Oh golly.
Aren't you glad you told me to ask you anything?
As far as buying, or as far as like what to expect when living here, I guess.
I guess both. Like, kind of maybe some advice for the process, maybe something to look at before they might come here in person. Maybe what to talk with their agent about ahead of time before they get down here. Just anything that you might see as a benefit.
As far as buying, I'd say, a lot of that would, if you did have a very knowledgeable, qualified full-time agent that knows the market down here, they'll pretty much handle and answer any questions that, would come up for you to move down here.
I ask a buyer a lot of questions. So, what do you like to do? Where do you want to be? Why would you want to be there? Do you like acreage? Do you want to be on the water? Do you like quiet side? So the more questions you can ask a buyer and the more information you can give me, the better I'm going to be able to find a property for you. And so that's a lot of it. It's not getting in the car and driving and looking at them. It's understanding like what you like to do at night. You know, do you want to be in the action? What do you like to do during the day? Things like that.
Yeah, uncovering the needs and wants of them personally.
Yeah. So the more information you can give about yourself and what you like to do, the easier and the better property, I guess, we're going to find for you. And again, you might have to have a little bit of patience, but it's out there. Inventory is coming and going all the time. And so we make it our mission. We're going to find what you want.
I love that.
And as far as adapting, you know, if you're coming down here from a big city, you just have to keep in mind that this is a different pace down here. Yeah. It is the Ozarks.
Oh,
and,
I love that.
People move at a different pace, and, you know, that's fine. So just remember that when you're coming down here. Don't get in too big of a hurry and just enjoy life.
It's like island life down here.
It is.
Just take it easy.
It's like a beach.
Yeah, have a margarita. Just calm your nerves.
So switching gears on you guys again, what would be some advice to those who are new to the industry or interested in joining our industry?
Learn. You need to go to as much training as possible. You need to go look at as much property as possible. If you think that you're going to get your license and you're going to get a check that following Friday, you're not. There's so much to learn, and it's probably about a 2 to 3 year, really, it's more like a 3-year learning curve. No day is the same, and there's no way that I can teach you what's about to happen in every single scenario. Every buyer and seller is different. Every house is different. Therefore, every single transaction is different.
Ooh, I love that.
So you just need to learn as much as possible, and you need to be able to problem solve on your own. So if you have, you know, septic falling into the lake, you're there to help solve that problem. So you've got to make the calls and figure out what needs to be done. You can't just say, well, I don't know, I'm new. You know, you figure it out.
And I mean, you're ultimately dealing with your client, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars of your client's money, and that's a big responsibility. So,
and also an emotional
tie
to that as well.
So, I mean, there's a lot involved in it, and it's easy to skip something or miss something. So, I mean, yeah, like you said, just knowledge is key. Yeah.
That's why touring homes is important as well, not just learning how to do it, but you, again, this is a big investment for them. So you better know what you're doing. You better know the inventory, and if you're unsure, ask. You know, train with the best, and really try to learn as much as you possibly can.
That's great. Knowledge is power, in my opinion. So getting back to a question about your team, what is your team currently involved in within the local communities?
We do a lot of charity work. I think our biggest one would be CADV.
CLC.
And CLC, yeah, we're big with them.
Love both of those organizations.
Yeah.
The Glow Run's probably one of our favorites. We do it every year. We do face painting, and they have all the kiddos out. We had big unicorn sprinklers last year.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
For all the kids to run around, and that was a lot of fun.
That was a blast.
And we always do face painting. I still have not perfected my face painting, but maybe this year.
I go for dots. You can't mess up a dot. You just put some dots.
I always try and get creative, and then the kid ends up looking like a nightmare.
Oh my gosh! Remember the year the one kid brought me a picture of like a dragon and fire and a sword? I was like,
Jess was like, yeah,
okay, all right.
How about some dots?
How about a nice cat? You know, that's funny. Well, to ask just a couple more questions. How do both of you feel that you've grown and thrived since starting in real estate?
I really think our partnership is the biggest key to our success. We just complement each other. She does everything that I don't like doing, and I do everything she doesn't like doing.
That's nice.
And it's really worked out really well for us. So I think that's the biggest key.
Yeah.
But then we just genuinely like what we do.
Same, it's fun.
Yeah. So.
And the team, it's been really fun to watch the girls grow over the years.
Yeah.
Like when they hit about year 2 or 3, they'll be in a transaction, they'll do or say something, you're like, oh, you do get it.
Yeah. And
It's been, it's so fun. And they're competitive, and, you know, they kind of keep themselves going, or I guess, you know, competitive amongst themselves and stuff too in their own way. And
yeah, that friendly competition can really spark some energy.
they're so fun to watch. I'm so proud of them.
They're
It's like having my own
but
children.
yet little rock, paper, scissors for a lead.
So what are you both looking forward to in 2021?
More new development. I love seeing the lake grow and watching it grow. I'm excited because I think the west side is going to do very well. And it's just been interesting to watch over the years, George has done a great job on the Strip with Tucker Shuckers
Yes.
and Malted Monkey. And then you had the guys that took over Alley Cats and put it in there, And so the Strip has really just had a lot of growth. They do, what is it, the Magic Dragon?
The car shows
car
every
show.
Wednesday, and I think they're trying to get more events down on the Strip this summer as well, as far as like the boat shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, from what I've heard that
Yeah.
they're working towards that. I know the chambers are doing a lot of great things towards helping that as well. So.
And then I think, going back to the west side, I think that new that car racetrack thing.
racetrack.
I think that's going to be a big development for us.
Yeah,
I'm
you have the
excited
racetrack.
to see.
Baseball Diamonds went out
Yeah.
somewhere off J Road, I think.
Yeah.
I'd also really like to see, more family-oriented sports. So it would be really nice to start bringing those sports complexes down here and getting more family-friendly stuff to do that's not just on the water, going to bars and slinging cocktails all day. So
Right.
more kiddo stuff, because this is a fun spot for kids, too.
It is.
It'd
Maybe
be
they'll
great to
try
see.
for that soccer complex again.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll see.
it is a great location for kids, though. So I am excited about development, too, because I think the lake has a lot of room all over, to just continue to grow and build. So I'm excited to see what come in.
Yeah.
And it's a good spot. Again, kids remember how to be kids down here. So they run, they play, they splash, they the
Get off the
schools.
devices.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got great schools down here and stuff too. And it's just not all of the correct. You're stuck in a bunch of concrete and inside four walls and on a device.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Okay, last question. This one's a fun one. Nicole, I'm going to start with you first.
Okay.
Rapid fire. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
Favorite place to eat?
In the summer, it would be Shorty Pants because I love their Cajun food. In the winter, it would probably be Sushi Monkey because I just love sushi.
I love sushi too. Okay, favorite place to get a drink?
I'm always at JB Hooks or Baxter's, so I'm just gonna have to go with one of them because it's just repetition for me.
Yeah, they do have really great
Yeah.
happy hours
Yeah, they
though
do.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Jess. Favorite place for entertainment?
anything fun to do with the kiddos. So Big Surf, the Malted Monkey Ropes Course, the playgrounds. What are some other ones? Well, I can't think of them now.
Minor Mike's?
Minor Mike's, love Minor Mike's, go-karts, golf karting, or
What's
not,
the
putt-putt golfing.
trampoline place?
Oh, Jets.
Jets,
yeah,
yeah.
they love Jets.
Yeah.
Yep. Love
That's a
going down
really
there,
cool
too.
place. And I guess it's connected to a gym as
Yeah,
well.
there's a gym there,
And they
too.
do like a discount. Like your kids can
Yeah.
go jump while you work out. That's really cool.
Yeah. Haha Tonka, we go hiking there a lot too, and it's pretty fun
That's
to
beautiful.
buzz around. It's so
there.
pretty, yeah. So they like it. They feel very mountainous, I think.
Mountainous.
I don't know. They're hiking around.
Favorite place to shop?
Oh, Peacock Lane with my
I
girl
don't
Amy.
even know what that is. What is
Oh
that?
my gosh! Well, I'm gonna
that?
have to take you.
Oh, yes. What
The
is
best
this?
part of the whole thing is that she puts little peacock feathers in the when she like wraps everything up.
Oh,
She puts
I
little
love
peacock
that.
feathers.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Where is this?
It's locally owned. It's in the Blair's Landing complex, so it's between KK and Nichols Road. It's like just to the shouldn't be directionally
It's
challenged.
like
Just to the right of
it's
the
like
hospital.
Straight in there.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you just
awesome.
like go. It's on
Go
the
to the
back
back. Oh, it's
end
the
of Blair's
best.
Landing.
I need to
Yeah.
go check it
Yeah.
out.
Well,
I'm
we'll
always
just
looking
stop
for new
in.
places
You
to
just
shop.
give me
Yeah.
a jingle and we'll buzz down there.
Just down to go anywhere.
Yes. And it's locally owned, and she just has the cutest stuff.
Well, I appreciate you guys on those answers. And Grow, Thrive, Inspire listeners, we could not be more thankful to Jessica and Nicole for bringing their experience and story here and sharing it with us. Remember to always maintain passion and focus with whatever you're trying to accomplish. No dream is too big, and there are no results without a little bit of hard work and discomfort. We have more episodes coming, so be sure to tune back in on Wednesdays and like and subscribe to our pages or share us with those who love the lake area as much as you do. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes or growthriveinspirepodcast.com. Spring is finally here, and we want to help you find your next home or vacation spot before the summer gets here. So be sure to also check out our open houses coming up. Open houses are posted on Thursdays for the upcoming weekend on our Facebook page. Be sure to tell the agent that you found them from the Grow, Thrive, Inspire podcast. And remember to always grow, thrive, and inspire, and we'll catch you next time.